Stephen, good morning. Yes, Vincent, let's get the camera the right way around, or is that the wrong way around? Let's have a look. It's the wrong way around, that's the right way around. This is your hive. The entrance will be basically about here. I always just put it offset. That's painted and drying. I've got to do the feet black so it looks like it'll be Tuesday before it leaves. But I've just given it a repaint of the grey, so the roof's shiny now, and I've redone the ends. I did a 14-minute video yesterday for you. When I got in the house, it wouldn't download for some reason, and then it went blank. But I'm going to put two little brackets here, and I'm going to send you a wheel. I'm going to put two holes in them, and I'll make two bits of wood with a hole through, so you can put the wheel on to wheel it to where you want. You just tip it up like a wheelbarrow and move it then. So I'll send you the wheel and the axle, and then yeah, so I've repainted some of the bits here because it was festering. You've got your viewing window here, as you know, and put those on there. I've just got to clean the green off the glass, but this paint, you can see how it's really weird. I'm not going to try and repaint it again because this bit doesn't get wet, but I don't know. I've even had the paint company onto it about it, but anyway, so yeah, that goes on there like that, that goes on there like that. And then here you've got your Varroa trays. So I doubt if you'll ever use them, but at least in the summer you can take the sliders out. You can take the sliders out, and then you've got full ventilation then. To keep them happy. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut you two pieces of foam, insulation, so you can take these out and put the insulation up underneath, and then I'll put some turnbuckles or something to hold it up, but I'll think of something. Those pieces will be loose inside. So yeah, that's your Varroa trays, and that's your cover. So yeah, that's simply enough. Use these brass buttons so that I've had it in the past with the butterflies. 6 months in, you can't get them off. Right, so that's, yeah, that's it. Right, inside we've got, I'll leave you these two bags of puffing in packaging. They're ideal for insulation, but what I would do when you get them, what I'd do is puncture holes in both sides to let the air through, because you don't want to seal this completely with plastic. So yeah, that's that. You get 24 of those frames. Oh, I must remember actually to go and get you some more supers, because I've only got two. The ridge vent here, I've done a new ridge piece, and I'll put blocks in here so it spaces it away, so there's a 2mm gap, and then these go over the end so that the air can get out, of this slot. Which is all the way across. Yeah, so then you've got the super there. Now you just adjust this end to suit where your boards come. So that now seals it, because it's halfway on the divider board. I don't think you'll ever use a divider board, because the first year, if you put a swarm in and it's a full swarm, they'll probably have 18 frames full by late summer. So you know, you'll be taking these out and putting them away. This end's insulation is that. I've put these white boards on to stop the bees eating in case the bees get out into the whole hive. But then you're okay just to put your dummy board in the winter, dummy board up against it and that like that, and then you bring the colony all to this end. If there's honey in the super and you want them to have it, obviously slide it to this end because you want it away from the entrance. So put that one back on there. I'll put that one there like that, and then I was going to put the camera mount, but I can't put the camera mount on with a camera case, so I'll have to do this by hand. So yeah, so you get this second-hand super. You can have that with it. Yeah, so that comes on there like that. And then you've got your queen excluder. I've explained about these small pins before, but I'll give you a few extra of them. Let's take this out. Right, so yeah, so that's like that, Now I recommend you have that at that side, because once I've got the second gas strut in there, you're going to need room for your box. So you put that one in there, and then that's bee sealed. And then by putting these, put one of these on top like that there, unless you put this on top of the you could just put that on top of the divider board, and then that, but then it's not wide enough the super's not wide enough to, or this isn't wide enough to cover the super. So what I suggest is you tip that up, slide that across here, put this on, put it at an angle so it doesn't fall down, put that like that, turn that so it's about ½ an inch on there so the bees can't come out, put your super on, put this at this end, like that, and then you're way to go. So that's that system. I'm trying not to make this video too long for you. Yeah, and then you've got, you get 24 frames with it, and then you've got your Varroa floors in there. I've still got to screw this one down, but I've got to use that tomorrow to measure up for the foam underneath. Yeah, so that's like that. This says B side obviously, but this goes in there, and that, I mean, it's not, well, yes it is, it's on the floor, it's on the bottom, but that is just to keep it warm in the winter. I don't think you're ever going to be sliding it along like that. I can't see the point, because as I say, the second year they'll be filling this end to end. But when it comes to winter, you'll find that probably 2 of these at this end have got nothing on, or they're just starting to fill them. So, you know, you're going to move the colony up, and you're going to move this this board up. Why won't it go in? Oh, it does. You'll move that board up, so you've shunted them up. But you'll find when you would fit, you'll find that once you've got used to it, there's no work to them. That's the thing. And I'll send you, I've run out of 1mm perspex. I forgot to order it last week, and one thing and another. Yeah, so I'll get you a piece of perspex and I'll send that in the post as a letter, and it'll be a strip that you just put on here. And what I say is, when you put the perspex on, put 2 of those on like that, and then put your cover board on up to it, so that that's on, the perspex is on there and the cover board's on there, and that way you can see what's going on and it stops them propolising up. But I do it about 6-7 inches wide, so you can put it exactly where the colony are, and then you can just manipulate and slide it about to where you want to have a look next time, and you can just look in then any time and never disturb the bees. And that's my principle of beekeeping: leave them alone, and they'll be happy. Right, so I'll put this back together, one of those. Slide them along. One, probably best to put 3, and then 1 here. And I always do this. Now there's a debate. I mean, now there's a bee space, it doesn't matter which way you do it, but I used to always put them that way because it gives them a lot more access to it. So if you just sit that like that on there, once it's on, that's it. Not sinking a bit. That's it. Put these 3 in. Yeah, so yeah, all's hunky-dory. Oh, last night, by the way, I had the bicarb. My toes less painful today, but it certainly hasn't gone away, I can tell you that now. Yeah, so you can see what I've done. Just needs to slide this across a bit so that's fully on it. But once you've got it set up without bees, you'll know where it's going. And as I say, always leave that one in that end. Once you, what I'll do is actually I'll take it out in a minute and I'll mark where the queen excluder goes with the small panel with a pen. Yeah, so I think that's about it. But any queries, just give me a shout, and I'll tell you what I do. Always, as you know, 50mm spacings on these. Now, there's another point here, actually, talking about 50mm spacers. What I've been doing on the big colony that's down on the A6, on that particular colony, the last few frames where they're starting to put honey, once I can see she's got 42 2-foot frames down there, and she's laying on most of them. The ones at the ends have got stuff on, but they're not full. But what we're thinking of doing this year is we're thinking of spacing the ones that they put honey in. Was thinking of spacing them a bit further apart, so they use so they put more honeycomb down. But the only problem is then, if they decide to fill it full of brood, you've got a problem, in as much as she's going to be laying in them. So yeah. Right, well, what I'm going to do is I'm also going to make you a narrow one of them so it all fits perfectly. I'll trim that one down. No, I won't. I'll make you another one of them to go in that gap. So yeah, I'll remember to do that tomorrow. In fact, I'll make a list. Okay, so I'll do this video and send it over today, and then you can we can talk about it. Okay, I'll speak to you later on. Bye bye.